Amber Heard 2.0. That's where the analysts are going, telling Blake Lively it's time to stop. It's time to dive out of this drive into the abyss, taking her husband with her. It's a huge legal miss. And today we'll explain why Blake Lively seems unable to take the off-ramp and escape a horrible career fate. Hello, folks, and welcome back to Somewhere Sunny USA. The studio is blasting out the gigawatts because you're here clicking and sticking with what we have to say. As we dive in, consider clicking the like button and smash that notification bell, click it, and stick it to the algorithms. Let's dive into the latest Blake Lively dive right now. Behind the scenes, it's getting obscene for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Fox News has this one. Blake Lively risks becoming a pariah like Amber Heard if dragon attack backfires in court, according to experts. Crisis management expert says even a courtroom victory may not protect her from long-term brand damage. You know what? We'll just play it and see what he has to say. Here's the guy. Here's what he has to say about Blake Lively. Nope, we're not doing an ad. We'll just talk about it. Blake Lively's legal battle with...
When your home needs work, I have to know.
It's either Lowe's or Home Depot. I'm going to bet. DePot, what do you got? Blake Lively's legal battle with Justin Baldoni could become a defining moment in her career, with experts warning that a loss at trial may carry long-term reputational fallout. Lively seems to be planning a dragon attack. Rawr! As referenced in her lengthy statement released after Baldoni's recent court win. She explained she doesn't plan to stop fighting, to expose the systems and people who seek to harm, shame, silence, and retaliate against victims. Adding a dragon emoji at the end. That defiant tone could carry significant risk as the case moves forward, legal experts told Fox News Digital. And why? Well, the worst case scenario for Blake Lively is that she goes to trial. The jury reaches a verdict completely exonerating Baldoni. It would exonerate his companies. He's not on trial anymore. Deciding that he never retaliated against her, Jordan Matthews said. It could essentially put her in the same category as Amber Heard, and she could be viewed as a pariah. Oh, well, you all say, now, wait a minute, Pro. Wait a minute. The detractors, the two or three that exist in this world, they say, Pro, you don't know nothing. That's Fox News. That's right-wing propaganda. But what if we went to She Knows out of Yahoo Entertainment? She Knows by Kristen Burt. Never accused of being a conservative. No, not that Burt. Blake Lively is reportedly being urged to settle. As Insider warns, this is not the win she thinks it is. Goes on to talk about how she's lost in court 10 out of the 13 claims, all the ones against Baldoni. Still, the Gossip Girl's friends have reportedly been begging her to settle. They think enough damage has already been done. This is not the win she thinks it is. The case is weaker now, not stronger. And that seems to be true. Dragon emojis aside, Blake Lively is unlikely to win this one. Ryan Reynolds now taking damage too. Jay, as you've watched this play out and T-Swift's emails have gotten out there, we've seen Blake Lively trying to take these steps, maybe to steal the movie away from the two guys, and that was exposed. What do you think, Jay, about the idea that there's anybody who could actually rival Amber Heard these days? Could she do it? Would that be her accolade, her triumph of all triumphs? She could say, I defeated Amber Heard for the worst of category in Hollywood.
I don't know if anyone can defeat Amber Heard.
Yeah.
The one thing that's really crazy about Hollywood, sometimes like if people like make a really good movie, it seems like a lot of stuff is forgiven.
Well, that's how life works, right? That's how life works. Lots can be forgiven if you,
I hope, I mean, she needs to read the writing on the wall that this does not end well at all. Never has, never will for anyone that takes this route. And it's really sad that pride takes a hold of these people and they think that they're untouchable and that they can get away with doing whatever they want in this Hollywood bubble. Not only will she take herself down, but Ryan Reynolds' stock will start to slip as well. So the only they better be careful. I don't know, but it doesn't look good. It looks terrible. It looks terrible for them both, honestly.
The real danger here too is that if they pursue this, Disney already lost the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, right? That's gone. The whole Johnny Depp thing and the way they handled that already wiped that out.
Correct.
They don't want to lose Deadpool. And if this goes to trial and we find out really ugly stuff about Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman, and all that, this gets into a bad place real fast.
Nice Pool was a direct attempt to, allegedly, smear Baldoni in public. So,
right. And ultimately, what we've discovered is from the emails, and we wrote an article on That Park Place about this, it seems like this whole play, all of this, that she was threatening him, because luckily these two guys at the top of the movie memorialized it, that she was threatening them the entire way. And it may have been that she wanted to try to get a sole producer credit on the film. And she was going to stop at nothing. Even to the point, Jay, I don't know if you've seen this, she was telling them that she would not promote the film unless it was her cut of the film that was the one released.
Wow.
So, yeah, none of this had to come out.
Had to literally steal the movie.
Right. None of this had to come out except she followed through on the threat. So after they gave her everything essentially that she wanted, except they still got to remain the producers, after she got everything, she still followed through on the threat and took him to court over harassment and all this stuff. And now it's dumped her relationship with T-Swift. It's dumped her relationship with Hugh Jackman. You've got Ben Affleck out there now being exposed to this kind of stuff. And these people, they, as you said, if you have success, it can wash away a lot of this. But she may never get another chance at it.
Correct.
Because she's so toxic.
Correct. That's insane. Yeah, I hope they really take a look at themselves and be like, we need to get far away from this whole thing as possible, because eventually it'll become an Amber Heard. Mm-hmm. And anytime that name is mentioned, all you think about, forgive me, and not trying to be gross, all you think about is someone making a mess of a bed. I mean, like, that's... Let's
not get grumpy, Jay. Let's not get grumpy.
I'm just saying, like, that's just like anytime her name is brought up, it's like it's met with groans and, oh, man.
Well, maybe that's what Blake Lively could do. She just needs to go, drop a deuce.
There were reports that she used to go around the Gossip Girl set just farting all the time.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't, right? I mean, that's really the way you mark your territory if you're a Blake Lively.
People said that, like, she just didn't care about anyone. She would just fart on people and stuff. Like, it's
you gotta mark your spot. This is my production now. I'm flatulate my way to the top. Darn it!
Oh man,
oh boy,
does that work?
Ask Blake Lively. I don't know. Doesn't seem to. Doesn't seem to. But career up in flames. Marv, what does this do to Marvel, and what does this do to Disney? How do they get Ryan Reynolds extricated from this? Because there's a lot of money. We're talking about, I mean, we're having fun here, talking about her passing gas and not caring, but this is no laughing matter when it's billions of dollars on the line for Deadpool.
Yeah.
I don't think this has an impact on Deadpool, to be honest. I don't think this has an impact on Disney. I think that Deadpool is its own thing right now, and I think that most people aren't even going to realize that Ryan Reynolds is involved in this on that level. I think where Ryan Reynolds' career sees the most impact is the rom-coms, which have been his bread and butter, because the female audience knows about this, and they are livid about this. I've seen so many people calling them malignant narcissists. Discovery destroyed them, because now we got to see how Ryan Reynolds talks to people and how Blake Lively talks to people, and it's just they are the epitome of elitist Hollywood celebrities. And they were attempting to use their power to smear a guy who, at the end of the day, a guy who I probably would not have a drink with, a guy who I probably don't have much in common with, but still a guy who didn't do anything wrong in this situation. And
that we know of.
Yeah, well, that we know of. They tried to steal his movie. They tried to smear him. They tried to ruin his career. And the exact opposite is going to happen. This is completely, the curse has backfired. And now not only is this going to impact Blake Lively, but much like with Amber Heard, it's going to start, I think, casting more doubt whenever one of these actresses comes out and says, I was sexually harassed, or I was this, or I was that. And, it hurts that entire movement at the end of the day.
Agreed.
I'll read this from the article we've got on That Park Place, just so people understand what it was she was up to. Why would she, risk her entire career over this? What is it? Because if it's just about, the stuff that's come out with Justin Baldoni, it doesn't seem like it makes sense. But here's what the attempt was in the beginning, I believe. It says securing that full producer credit, complete with the PGA validation, would burnish her resume far beyond acting and give her leverage on future projects. The alleged threats to withhold promotion and marketing approvals, if proven, read less like standard negotiation and more like using the film's success as collateral for personal career advancement. And getting the sole credit would have been a mark that set her apart as she prepares to cross 40 years old and ages out of some of the parts in Tinseltown. So I think she wanted to be, somebody who could be selected as a Bryce Howard kind of character, somebody who could come in and be a producer, be a director. And she didn't have that yet. And this was a movie that she was willing to hijack to make that happen. And then unfortunately for her, when these guys were smart enough to memorialize what was happening behind the scenes against her knowledge, she was like a raccoon that had a hold of a trinket and she wanted it, but there's no way to receive it. And she just could not let it go. So even to now, she has that ego that will not let her let this go. But for her sake, and for all of her team's sakes, and for Ryan Reynolds' sake, and for Disney's sake, Marvel, we're talking to you. Hey, Blake, it's time to let it go.
Often as we get ready to wrap these up, folks, you'll hear us say, keep learning, keep growing, keep having fun. And the reason we do it is because we appreciate you. It's true, we do. And we want you to have a good time. Thank you for giving us the great time of spending time with you. Folks, on the way out the door, consider clicking that like button, share, subscribe, click it and stick it to the algorithms. It's the notification bell, and drop a comment down below because you matter. Your thoughts matter. Who cares what the legacy corporate deadbeat media tells you? You really are important. And we're a testament to that. We wouldn't be here without folks just like you. And since we've said it, we'll say it once more. Folks, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.